Okay, so for most that do not know, you can now pre-order the Xbox Ally, which is a handout that I will even say I'll still get even though I saw the pricing. Now for me, if that do not know, the Ally will be available later in October, and it looks like a good handout. But which one should you go for, and is the pricing reasonable? Because the pricing compared to the likes of a standard console is a big issue that I think many are arguing about, and does indeed have mixed reactions on social media. So looking at the base spec model for the Xbox Ally is not too bad. It does include the AMD Ryzen Z2A processor, which is a decent processor, has 4 cores, 8 threads, and also uses the best of Radeon graphics. And of course, this is not going to be the top of the range model, but it does have some decent specs. And I mean, sure, this only has 512 gigabytes of storage, but yet again, you can actually expand that storage later on, which is a nice little plus. And that's actually one of the main things I want you to take note of, because this is actually the reason why I'm actually recommending this one compared to the top range model. But for the base spec option, it is basically $600, which means yes, it does currently match the same price as a Xbox Series X, brand new, because of course the pricings for consoles have been increased the past few months with both PlayStation and Xbox. Now this is where the conversation kind of changes when it comes to looking at the top of the range model, which is the Xbox Ally X, which this is very powerful. It does include a lot of good specs to it. In fact, if I actually do look at the spec sheet right now, that does in fact include more performance, which is one of the main key features that I think a lot of users will be looking at, because it does include the AMD Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme, which is supposed to give it more performance and does include 1 terabyte of storage. But for that extra performance, that little extra performance, and a little bit of extra of RAM and of course storage, it boosts the price to $1,000, which, yeah, you can basically technically just buy a PC. You can actually buy the standard ROG Ally, which I think might be even a better option, or you can just go for the standard Xbox Ally. Now this is actually where I think the conversation can differ, because if you are someone that is wanting to get this handout for your own use when it comes to just doing casual gaming, I would say the standard Xbox Ally will be the best option. If you're just wanting to play games on the go and you don't want to do too much of a heavy workload on the handout. But if you're someone that is wanting to use this in a dock mode and use it as basically a PC, I think the Xbox Ally X does in fact make more sense to go for. But yet again, the price tag is one of the most hardest things to actually look at, because it is very pricey and you can basically get so many other things that can match the same performance whether you're building a PC. But yet again, that's where the Xbox Ally X is a bit different, because yes, you can still use Windows functions on the top range option, and you can have it in a docking mode, which is also one of the reasons why I'm kind of torn between going for the standard Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X, because I am actually kind of thinking of getting one of these. Now, at the time of recording, they are actually currently sold out on most storefronts in the US. Now, there's still some storefronts in different countries that do have available, especially if you are South African. There are still a lot of storefronts that do have them available. But so far, if you are someone that wants to get the Xbox Ally, if you are indeed someone that is wanting to get the Xbox Ally, I'll obviously say if you are someone that wants to do casual gaming, the Xbox Ally will be fine for you. If you're wanting to have more performance and obviously using for more functions, the Xbox Ally X will definitely make more of a good option. But let us know in the comments below, which one would you actually go for, or would you recommend any other handheld consoles on the market, because there are so many out there right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next one. Be safe as always, and have a great day. Bye.